and the Green Bay Packers. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field.
Getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is nothing like the fanfare. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a big...
The big fella. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well...
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now off the bootleg. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Preston Smith in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to...
Touchdown, Packers! Dexter Williams. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because
he's got a man complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They either boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Shepard, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Williams. Well, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, Nielsen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the route is on here in this 1st half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chris Carson trotting back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Adams has it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Rodgers now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Quick slant there gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to pour it on. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Touchdown, Packers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Crosby with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now Wilson.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Packers get set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the draw, here's Williams. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll run it with Williams. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. From Motown, we'll take the trip across Lake Erie to Cleveland to check in on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Odell Beckham, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And that game all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Za'Darius Smith, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This is Carson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On first down, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley, and they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. Out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. To throw, it's Rodgers. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Kenny Clark, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dean Lowry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
No, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They run it again with Williams. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, here's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Nielsen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Nielsen. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here we go with Williams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Law had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers now to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Rodgers again now. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the deep...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. Wilson to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson will throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Williams. And some room to work. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Nielsen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. And a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out